everybody. I'm Maddie,
I'm Casey.
and we are Vacations by Casey and Maddie. And today we're talking about all the benefits of staying on property at Disney World or Disneyland.
Yeah, and before we get into it, we do want to just start out by saying we are travel agents, so we are doing this to not only promote ourselves, but also to give you guys some tips and tricks to be able to help you on your Disney vacation, because we do just love talking about Disney. So please, if you do like this video and you enjoy watching us, please subscribe, comment, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, as well as in our YouTube channel bio, there is a form you can fill out if you decide you do want to utilize us for a Disney vacation for some free quotes. Disney pays our commission. You guys pay nothing to us. So please reach out to us if you decide you do need any help with your Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, Universal vacations, and we'd definitely love to be able to help you plan it.
Yeah. All right. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Where to even begin? Because there are a lot of reasons to stay on property at Disney. I've done a little bit of both, mostly on property. And I think if we ever go back, we will probably always, well, we will go back.
We
But
are going
we
back.
are going back, kind of, kind of. I think we will stay on property if we're not staying with friends and family.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. It's just easy. And we'll talk about that, why it's easier, the
Hmm.
benefits, reason why you pay a little extra to stay on Disney property.
Hmm.
So
Right. So the first thing I have on my list is extra magic hours, but they're not technically extra magic hours
correct.
anymore. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so extra magic hours unfortunately does not exist technically under that name anymore. It is now either early park entry or extended evening hours. Now, early park entry is for anyone staying at any Disney property or Swan and Dolphin Resort, um, that they can be able to go into the parks 30 minutes early every single day. Does not matter the day. This is a good benefit because one, at least gets you in the park before all other guests.
Hmm.
Whether it's going to help you get on a ride much, much sooner.
Or take a photo in front of the
Yeah,
castle.
it will help you with all those, but at the bare minimum, it's going to get you in there sooner. Now, with early park entry, there when you go into the park, especially like Magic Kingdom is a great example. They do let almost everyone in so that they can start shopping early. But there's a certain point where they're going to start scanning your Magic Band, your room key, your phone, anything like that that has your ticket media on it, and that is going to show that you're staying on a Disney property. And then you get to go through to that area. So if you're entering into the park, that does not mean that it's automatically the early park entry. You got to get a little farther, and then you can start utilizing that benefit and such. And yeah, it's a great benefit. It helps you at least to get you on one big ride beforehand, or a bunch of little small rides, which we always
Hmm.
recommend too. You can always do. And then extended evening hours is just slightly different. Extended evening hours is for people who are staying at deluxe or deluxe villa resorts. So that would be like your DVC resorts or your higher end resorts, like the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, different hotels and resorts like that, which we'll make a video kind of explaining more about what hotels in each category, so you guys
Hmm.
can better understand it. But with extended evening hours, it's only on select days with select parks. So if you want to know that, go on your My Disney Experience app, go to the park hours for the days that you were there, and it will tell you which hotels, because it is not, it is on a schedule, but it's like seasonal schedule. So it
Hmm.
just depends. So just check that. If it doesn't show it yet, it will.
The next thing I have, which to me is the number one reason to book at a Disney property hotel, is transportation. Every single hotel at Disney World or Disneyland has a way of getting you to the parks for free included in your stay. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's a bus, a Skyliner, a monorail, they will get you there and back. So there's no need to Uber or
Or
rent a
boat.
car or boat. How could I forget? So that is my number one takeaway from it because I don't want to drive in a place that I don't know, especially in Florida,
Oh,
the
Florida.
California traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thankfully, when it comes to Disneyland, a lot of people will stay. If you do stay off property, which this is not that video talking about that, but at least it's just a walk for most
Yeah.
people. But no, when you stay on Disneyland resort property, it's really nice, especially because if you're okay with not having that entrance to Disneyland and seeing the castle when you first walk in, you can utilize
The
the
monorail.
monorail, and it drops you off right in the middle of Tomorrowland. And you get to skip basically that whole line out there. So if that is something you're okay with skipping, especially if it's like your second or third day into the park for your
Mhm.
trip, like definitely do that.
Mhm.
And yeah, and going into a little bit about that, we'll talk about a little bit about each of the transportations, the benefits of them, but um, there's also some of them are walkable.
Mhm.
Like that's a form of transportation too, is to be able to walk to it, especially like Disneyland. All three are walkable. Disney California Adventure has an entrance from Disney's Grand Californian Hotel. That's what I was trying to say. Or other parks like at Magic Kingdom. There's the monorail loop parks that we always talk about that you can walk from. There's the ones at Epcot, like the Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach Club. And then technically Hollywood Studios, you can walk from the Epcot ones as well as Swan and Dolphin. It's a little bit more of a longer walk, but you can
Mhm.
do it. And unfortunately, Animal Kingdom does not have any walkable hotels. But yeah, so
Yeah.
just being able to use that without having to pay
Mhm.
for it is just so nice. One thing Disney says, we will promote everything. You'll back this up because you don't want to be late. Is that Disney Transportation says you have to, if you anywhere you want to get from one place to another. So if you're going from your hotel to Animal Kingdom, give yourself approximately 40 to 45 minutes to get
Mhm.
there. Disney Transportation is there.
Mhm. And they're reliable.
They are reliable, but if a bus breaks down, or if there's traffic, or if there's a huge pickup at the park and it's taking longer for it to come back, or the opposite, if there's a huge pickup at the hotel and you're trying to get back from Animal Kingdom to the hotel, anything can happen. Give yourself time. You don't want to be late
Mhm.
to anything.
It is always the worst when you're just missing the bus that you meant to go on. It's the worst
Mm-hmm.
feeling, but you just wait a few minutes and another one
Yeah,
comes.
they say about 20 to 30 minutes in the morning. They will run those so much faster. It's usually midday where they're about
Hmm
20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, anything else you want to talk about with transportation?
I had something in my head, but I can't think of it now. Oh, I don't remember what I was gonna say. And that's another great reason, especially if it's your first time going to Disney, why it'd be nice to use a travel agent because we will help you pick the right resort for you and your party, and will help educate you on all the different transportation options. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
want to be closer to Magic Kingdom or Epcot, or you really want to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge and have a
Mm-hmm.
Savannah view. We'll try to make that happen.
Yeah, and with that, there are different pricings for each of the hotels. They
Hmm
put them into different categories: value, moderate, deluxe, and deluxe villas. They all have their own special perks and qualities that we'll talk a little bit about very briefly. We're going to make another video talking more in description of each of
hmm
them. But going
Yeah.
along with Maddie said, we will help you plan so that you can be able to have the ones
hmm
that benefit you the most
hmm
financially, as well as which again, we're talking about transportation, which transportation you like, because not all of them have the same ones.
hmm
Only some use the Skyliner, only
Yeah.
some use boats.
And we're not here to just sell you on the most expensive resort possible. The value resorts are amazing. That's where we're staying when we go before our cruise in September. So whatever your budget is, we will make it work.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think going a little bit, um, talking a little bit more into like the different categories and stuff, one of the benefits of staying on Disney property is the different restaurants that do exist on the
Hmm
Disney property and the theming. Um, all of the restaurants on Disney property, oh my gosh, all of the hotels on Disney property will have at least one restaurant. Now, the Valley Resorts, the reason why they're so nice is because they will have a quick service option for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it is open pretty early and they stay open pretty late
Great.
because they know is for those, um, it's usually for families that want to have a cheaper vacation and they know that you're coming home late from the parks,
hmm
you want a quick bite, you want a quick box of pizza to take to your room, they have that option and everything for you. And as you kind of go up the different tiers, they usually add more stuff. So like moderate will have usually a quick service and a table service. Deluxe and deluxe villas we usually will add a fine dining restaurant into that as well, or a special character dining like
Hmm.
Chef Mickey's at Contemporary. Like it
Hmm.
just depends, but all of them have their own specific benefits when it comes to that.
Well, tying back in transportation with dining, just because you're staying at All Star Sports does not mean that you can't go to Topolino's character breakfast. You can, again, utilize the transportation to get you to the Riviera from All Star Sports without getting an Uber if you don't want to. So
Yeah,
there are
no,
ways to make it work.
yep, always ways to make it work. When it comes to bouncing between hotels like that, give yourself even more time than the 45 minutes. Please, please,
Yeah.
please do it. Um, yeah, I think going into a little bit again on the theming, because I kind of stopped on restaurants when I had mentioned on talk about theming. All the different hotels do have special theming, which makes it so much more fun.
Hmm.
You know, you're staying on a Disney hotel, you want Disney theming.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean that every hotel is going to have Mickey, Minnie, and all that.
In your face.
Yeah, but it means you're going to have the Disney level of theming.
Hmm.
So a lot of the value resorts, they will have very big theming. Think of like, so the All-Star movies, they have like big sculptures of the Disney characters, or Disney's Art of Animation, or Pop Century just has big sculptures of different things of those different pop cultures through the different centuries. Very, very big, very in your face.
Hmm.
Moderate is like a tone down from that.
Hmm.
Moderate is usually they are sprinkling a lot of Disney-ness into it. Like Caribbean Beach now has like Little Mermaid themed rooms.
Hmm.
And then deluxe and deluxe villas are kind of more on those like higher end, but thinking of like they want to theme it into a specific area.
Hmm.
So like Old Key West is a DVC hotel, Disney Vacation Club hotel, and their theming is Key West in Florida, and that's what its theming is. It's not Mickey in your face, but it looks like Key West, like
Yeah, and they
it's
might have
beautiful.
subtle Disney touches
Yes.
here or there.
Yep, they'll always still have those subtle Disney touches throughout all the hotels and such. So.
Okay, the next thing I have is discounted magic bands.
Oh, yeah. So, when you are booking your Disney vacation and when it gets to that point where you can be able to purchase magic bands in advance to have them delivered to your house or to the hotel, there are benefits to both. If you are, um, I suggest always doing it to the hotel. I just think it's easier. Um, you don't want to accidentally leave them at home.
And
Um,
concierge can help you set them up.
Yes, front desk and concierge will help you set them up. They should automatically come set up.
Oh, they do?
They do. If you pre-arrival them, they're all going to be set up to each person. But if you do it in advance, you do get discount. I think it's 15%. It's called like the pre-arrival discount. And they used to, I don't know if they still do, they used to have specific magic bands that you could only get if you were pre-arriving to a Disney hotel. So like I have one that was that. They did later sell it in the parks. It's my White Castle one. I specifically, not White Castle hamburgers. It's a white Cinderella Castle one. Um, and so, yeah, you can have different things like that. And that makes it nice. And so then you don't have to, one, do the work, but two, you get a discount.
Win-win all around. The next thing I have is Disney Cruise Line benefits. This is something that we are utilizing in September for our cruise. Yeah, that we are actually flying in a day and a half before our cruise, and we're spending 2 nights at All Star Sports because we wanted to utilize the transportation from Disney Cruise Line to Port Canaveral, which is about an hour away from Disney World. So instead of paying an Uber, we're gonna go like on a charter bus type thing.
Yeah. And it's especially beneficial, especially if you are doing a dual vacation. If you're spending Disney World into a Disney cruise or Disney cruise into a Disney World vacation, it does the opposite too. You can be able to have that benefit. This isn't a Disney Cruise Line video, but if you do that, you do get an earlier port arrival time and an earlier boarding group. So that also does help. So it's like a win-win situation for yourself. Less transportation for you if you're staying on property, and you get on your cruise faster.
The next thing we want to talk about is safety. And you probably know a lot more about this because Casey used to be a cast member at the resorts.
Yeah, I used to work concierge at Disney's Art of Animation and Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. So hotels are definitely my specialty when it comes to Disney vacations and knowing the benefits and knowing what you truly get. There's a lot of fake information out there of what they're going to give you. I can tell you all the real stuff. But when it comes to security, Disney hotels take it very, very seriously. one thing they do, and some people don't like this, but it's part of when you book a Disney vacation. This is included in the terms and conditions. They are going to go into your room every single day. It's usually going to be in the middle of the day because you guys are usually at the parks. It makes sense. They're going to go in. They're doing it for multiple reasons. One, for your safety, just to check to make sure there's nothing there that shouldn't be there. Two, they're also doing it not for anyone else's safety, but also for your safety. If there's a medical emergency or something, they need to be able to know. They can come in, see something's wrong, and then they'll call an ambulance or something for you, so that you can be able to get the assistance needed. So Disney takes your safety very, very seriously. And I know it's annoying, even if you put, technically this is new news. They took away the do not disturb sign, and now I think it's just a room occupied sign.
Interesting.
Because they want to really emphasize that we are going to be entering in your room. It does not matter if you put that sign in. Now, if it's on, they're not just going to walk in.
Of course.
They are going to knock, and they're going to try to announce themselves before you get in, because they know they don't want to walk into you while you're getting ready, or they don't really want to bother you while you're sleeping, but they need to, so that they can be able to keep things safe and everything. So
it's also just such a safe feeling walking around at night or early in the morning. There's always cast members and other guests milling about. I've never had a problem at night on Disney property. This kind of leads into the next one, which is you get to stay in the Disney bubble.
Yeah, so I think we both talked pretty much about the benefit of this. It's just when you're on a Disney vacation, you want to be on a Disney vacation. You want to be involved in the magic, in the story, in the theming. Do. Yeah, I mean, that's what we want to do. I guess some people don't want that. They want to escape it. But, we want to be just deeply in the vacation, because to a lot of us, Disney is, a home away from home. It is our place to get away from our jobs, to get away from drama and the news and everything that is happening. It's just an escape from reality. And so the more you can be trapped in that Disney bubble without having to worry about other things, the better. And it's just
like not driving.
Like not driving. Maddie hates driving, so that is definitely a big thing for her.
Okay, this is a big one. Oh no, I skipped one. Okay, having a resort day could be so important on your trip, especially if you're going for like a whole week. A lot of people want to build time in there to have maybe in the middle of their week a resort pool day where they can just chill out and not be on their feet all day in the parks in the heat. So depending on what resort you're staying at, that might change what your resort day looks like. Maybe you're having a pool day, but then you're also going to have a character breakfast in the morning. Or maybe you're going to take a bus over to Disney Springs or to Fantasia Gardens for mini golf. There's a lot of things that you can do at Disney, sometimes free to you, without stepping foot in the parks. Like when Casey and I go in September before our cruise, we're not planning on going into the parks, but we know we're going to have plenty to do because of we might go resort hopping, again, utilizing that transportation, maybe going to some lounges, different restaurants.
Yeah.
Disney Springs, you will be busy.
Yeah, and going along with that, all the Disney hotels, they do try really hard to have activities planned. When you go into your Disney hotel, ask the front desk, or a lot of times it's over by the pool. There's usually a big poster that has all the list of activities for the week. They'll show movies.
Under the stars.
They'll have campfires. Campfires. The marshmallows are included. The chocolate and the graham crackers are not.
Lame.
They're trying to get you to buy it. They'll do different arts and crafts. Sometimes even really specialty ones. Like recently we were watching a vlogging video of Tim Tracker. Well, I was. I don't know if she watched this one with me. And at the Fort Wilderness, they were staying there, and they made like a little like wooden welcome plaque that had Mickey and everything, and they like painted over it, and it cost money. But it's something that you can be able to do there that isn't really at any other ones. And they have different ones like that. Art of Animation, we used to have drawing classes. That they would be able to help you with. So like there's just different things that you can be able to do.
Or sometimes there's even a cast member just playing trivia with people who are in the pool. Okay, the next one is free water park day on the day that you check into your hotel. Do you
Yeah.
want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so this is new for this year. They have not officially announced it for next year. I think they will keep it for next year because of how successful it has been, especially during the summer. So much so
Mhm.
they had to open up both water parks, which they haven't done since the COVID pandemic. But essentially, your day of check in, only your day of check in, you can go to the water parks for free with the amount of people that are on your hotel room. Now, they do have to be linked and all that stuff. If you need help with that, go to the front desk. They will be able to help you link everything properly so that you won't have any issues getting into the water park. You don't want to do it while you're there. That is a whole mess.
Mhm.
They don't have as much guest relations people. Just go to the hotel. They'll fix it, get it all situated. Drop off your bags at Bell Services.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's an awesome benefit that you get. It's a free day at the water park. That is like $70 to $100 a person, can be even
Mhm.
more. Um, that Disney's giving you for free because you're
Mhm.
staying on
Mhm.
property.
And your room might not be ready, and they want you to have something to do.
Yes,
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as someone who worked at the hotels, I think that is the main reason why they did it.
Mhm.
They do not want people waiting in the lobby anymore. They want people out and about.
And having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could go to your resort pool and have a pool day
Yeah.
there too before your room is ready.
Quick thing about the resort pools, it is out there. People think you can pool hop. You cannot. Pool hopping is technically not allowed at Disney. That includes pool hopping from different value resorts to different value resorts. Technically, Pop Century, you cannot go over to Art of Animation, though it's across the bridge, to go to their pool. That being said, the only one that they're very aggressive on is Yacht Beach Hotel. You could get away with it. It is technically not allowed. If Disney asks you to leave, do not say that you learned it from the internet. That is not a valid excuse.
Okay, we have two more things on our list. The next one is refillable mugs. When you're staying at a resort, you can buy a refillable mug and it lets you get free, not free because you paid for it, but refills all throughout your stay, just at the resort, not the parks, but
Yeah,
still
yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it only works at the parks.
the resorts.
It does not work at the parks. It only works at the resorts. Thank you. I literally just took away what she said. Yeah, it's very nice, especially a lot of the hotels. They drop you off at the front desk area, and that's usually where the mug refillable area is. So when you're coming back from the park, you can go fill it up. Um, they do have them in their restaurants, but if the restaurant is closed, there is always a location that you can be able to utilize. You just have to find out where it is, ask your front desk where it is so that they can be able to
Mhm.
assist you with it. Like I know Art of Animations is over by the is over by the pool bar because I worked there. People would ask me all the time. It's over by the pool bar at the Finding Nemo pool. It's always open. It's always there and available.
Last thing is Disney Travel Company benefits.
Yeah. So this one, if you book a Disney vacation package, has to be a package, so not a room only. So if you're just booking a room, you don't get this benefit. But most people book with their room and their tickets, it becomes a package. You get certain benefits that will be mailed to your home, should be mailed to your home. It will include luggage tags, but it'll also include a little Disney travel package card that is going to have a list of different discounts you can get at Disney Springs for merchandise or for certain restaurants. It's not any of the big names, but it helps. It's like 10-15%. It helps. Or as well as they do have free miniature golf vouchers that they will give you. It usually comes in 6 miniature golf vouchers and then 6 entry into ESPN Wide World Sports. Now, Disney knows Wide World Sports is not really used that much anymore, so you can actually use those towards the miniature golf and they will take them. If you did not receive these, you can go to the front desk at any of the hotels that you're staying at and ask them if they have them. Now, as someone who's worked there, we did not always have them. So don't expect them to be there, but it is a benefit that you do get. And if they have them, they will give them to you with no problem. They're not going to hesitate and be like, oh, you already got one. Don't try to get it twice. As someone who works there, we will notate your account and say that you picked them up. And so you cannot get 2 of them. Please do not do that. But it is a great benefit. It's just the little things sometimes that can just help to save some money and just help you to have a little bit more of a magical vacation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have for today, but please, please, please reach out, comment if you have any questions or we didn't cover something, and we are more than happy to answer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and again, please like, subscribe, comment on this video, follow us on all the different social media platforms. We're on all of them: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all under
Mhm.
Vacations by Casey. Yeah, please utilize us. Please talk to us.
Mhm.
Please
We would be
interact.
ecstatic to hear from you all.
Yes,
So,
please, please, please.
all
Well,
right, we'll see you next time.
see ya.
Bye.
Bye.